In this video, we will talk about 5 ways that you can use letting go as a superpower to supercharge yourself as a trader and start seeing consistent results. And more than that, behave like a professional trader so that you actually see yourself as a professional that is in the business of trading. And if you do that, you automatically become the 1%. And by becoming the 1%, you automatically get the results you want, which is the financial freedom, the time freedom, the money freedom, whatever it is that you're seeking. My name is Harjot Singh, and I've been trading proprietary for more than 6 years. And so I know a lot of the ins of risk management and mindset and psychology when it comes to trading in a professional setting. And at the same time, I am a coach and I love training people on mindset, performance, and trading. So, point 1 is letting go of emotional attachment to trades. What does that really mean? It's the holding of losers for too long and then exiting winners too early. So, you're extending the losses, you're taking bigger losses, and when you're in profit, you're kind of quickly grabbing the bag so that you don't lose whatever you're already gaining. So, your profits are not as big as they can be. All right. So that's one issue. And the thing is that when you hold losses too long, it's hope. You're hoping too much. Like I still remember myself when I was younger as a trader, and also some of my traders that I coached, they went live and suddenly they were extending their stop losses for no reason. Like when rubber meet the road and now they're in live trade and now it's going against them, suddenly everything is gone out of their mind, and they extended the stop loss. They made the stop loss bigger than what they initially predefined their risk as. So now they're risking more. Why? Because hope. They hope that it comes back up. Traders hope that the market will come back up, and that's what causes traders to extend their stop losses, make stop losses even super wide, and that increases the position's losses over and over. And that can be very damaging to the account in the long term, because maybe today you get away with it, tomorrow you get away with it, but one day is going to come where the market just does not stop and it keeps going. And that day might be the day you get margin called. And you don't want that. Nobody wants that, because that is the end of your career as a trader. And you don't want that. All right. And then the next one is exiting winners too early. And the issue with this is very simple. The fear factor is wide, because our brains naturally think negatively, naturally want to be more negative on the spectrum, because in the older days, negativity helped us survive, helped the brain survive. It's like, hey, let me look at all the flaws. Maybe this plant has poison in it. This thing has some dangerous elements to it. Like, be careful. This is hot. It's looking for danger, fear. It's looking for anything that's negative, anything doubt of survival for the self. And so this is why traders exit too early on their profits, because when the market's going up and up and up, and you were in a position, let's say here, you want to get out the moment market moves a little bit. Why? Because you just want to take whatever you have. Take whatever you have, because you can't see future potential profits. The brain isn't evolved to look at that from that bird's eye view. And that's what messes so many traders up, because they're leaving too much money on the table. And again, the solution is to have a back-tested edge. I do not remember if I mentioned this earlier in this video, but it is to have a back-tested edge. You need to test, back-test, test, A/B test. That means try this and this. If I did this versus this, which one gives me a better result? And then going with whichever gives you a better result. And then test some more. You need to have a defined trading plan, because psychology is not your problem if you do not even have a technical edge. That is the truth. And most traders these days, psychology has become this big buzzword. But the issue is that psychology only comes in play when you already have a foundation of a technical edge. I've worked with many traders that have a technical strategy, but then when they go into the live markets, suddenly they're having issues. They cannot execute. They're having human emotional traumas coming up, problems coming up, emotions coming up, limiting beliefs coming up that are now needing work to break down so that they can actually become the trader that they want to be. That's the real work. But then they've put in months and years of time developing their own trading systems that have technical edge so that now they can actually deal with the psychological problems, which once overcome, the money just comes naturally because now you can just trade. You are behaving like a professional trader. And if you are a professional trader, you get professional results. And that's what I want for everybody, which is to just start behaving professionally. Because once you start doing that as a trader, you are treating trading as a business, then it's easy. It is so easy because now it's just a matter of time. There is no more doubt. A lot of traders, they are stuck in doubt. They are always doubting. Will I ever become successful? Will this work out for me? This, that, like there's so many things that reason why you cannot succeed as a trader. What I want to tell you is you want to get to a place where in your mind it becomes inevitable that you are a successful pro trader and there's no doubt about it ever. And then that's the click. I've seen so many podcasts, people asking, what's the click? When do you click? There's no real click. That's the click where your brain shifts. The way you see the same problems shifts. That's the trader's click. All right. So that's one, letting go of emotional attachment to trades. All right. Now, the other four reasons are going to be briefed up and I'm going to rush through them because I think that I have conveyed the main message of this video that you need to take home and I want you to take home and really adopt into your trading philosophy. The other reasons are letting go of the need to be right every time. All right. So the reasons are the same. The psychological problems are hope, fear. These are the same things that drive all these actions. And the solution is always going to be the same, which I already explained. Defined trading edge. You need that. And honestly, get help with that. And I'm shameless to say, come to me because I am the best. I can genuinely get you the fastest results because I know exactly what your problems are and exactly what's the next step for you to really get progress, moving the needle in your life, in your trading journey towards your goals. All right. But going back, the need to be right on every trade is another issue because you can't be right on every trade. It's probabilities, it's just mathematics. All right. Again, solutions the same, the problems are the same. I'm going to just brief over the next few problems, but solutions we've already talked about it. Another one, letting go of FOMO. What this is just jumping into trades, again, not having a clearly defined plan. And then letting go of past mistakes. You made a mistake last time, let it go. Let it go. Love it. Love yourself. Be grateful to yourself and be safe with yourself. Like treat yourself like your best friend. You know, if your best friend's feeling bad after he did something wrong, you don't go and say berate them and like be like, "Oh, you're so stupid and evil," and you don't make them feel worse. Like if you did, then you're just not a good human being or a good person, but you comfort them. At least I would. That's what I do. I comfort them. I make them feel safe. I make them feel heard. And that's what you have to do to yourself. When you make these mistakes in trading, you will make these mistakes. But what's key is to learn from these mistakes. Always improve, always contemplate, always introspect, always look at what you're doing, what's your behavior, and what a professional would do. All right. If you don't know what a professional would do, join the community below. I'm inside and there's lots of other people. You can meet like-minded individuals, but most importantly, you can ask me questions directly on what the problem is and how to solve it or what. It's amazing. Just come in. It's free. Join the link in the description. That's what it is. You know, love yourself. Let your mistakes go. And that in itself is a skill that you have to practice. All right. And then finally, letting go of over analysis. Again, this is fear, hope, fear, greed, fear, greed. It's just the same thing where, let's say you have a technical edge and now you're about to execute on that and you are unable to execute because now your ape mind, your monkey mind has taken over, and now you're either afraid or either too greedy, depending on the situation. So this is, again, solution is to have that technical edge, because once you have a technical edge, then when you deviate from that technical edge, that means when you execute a trade that does not work on your predefined rules. And if you're in the community and you're working with me and we're building your trading system together, I would know exactly how you trade. And so when I review your trades, when I look at your trades, I see if you're doing the right thing or not. I see whether this was the technical edge, this is what you executed. Is there an alignment? If there is, great. You had no issues. You did great, even if the trade was a losing one. But if this is the technical edge and your execution was different from what the technical edge consists of, the criterias of entry, then we know that this is a psychological problem because you did something that you were not supposed to. And why did you do that? Now that's a further discussion, further breakdown, and all this, a constant process of what I just described, is what makes a trader. And so it's always this process. And I think with that, this is the end of the video. If you want to, fast pace your trading growth and just level up faster, have somebody to really pinpoint exactly your flaws and your problems that you're going through right now in your trading, just join the community and it'll be fun. We'll grow together, learn together, and have fun together, I guess. I'll see you on the next one. See ya. Bye.